This series is going to continue forever before something actually happens. Let's talk about Rent-A-Girlfriend. Now, this is a series I've been dreading to talk about. Somebody did ask me to talk about this, but trust me, I've been dreading because anybody that knows anything about this series, you know what we call this series. 200 plus chapters of nothingness. Because if you know anything about the manga, nothing happens. I'm not going to go into that much manga spoilers and details like that, but I'm going to talk about a few things then and there. But we're going to mainly focus on the anime. But yes, the reason why it's called 200 chapters of nothingness is mainly because no progress happens. Like, there's some progress that happens, but then that progress doesn't go anywhere. And plus, if you're a romance series and your two main characters are not dating by like 200 chapters, then something's wrong. And you know how there's even like something wrong with this series is? The author of this series, like literally earlier in the summer, was literally posting videos of Chizuru and was literally saying that he's going on dates with her and now this is his girlfriend. And you gotta know, this man has a wife. He has kids. He has a wife or he has like a kid. I'm not sure if it's a kid or kids, but it's like, why are you saying this fictional character that you wrote is your girlfriend when you have a whole ass family? That's how you know the author is too deep in the trenches at this point, because he realized he's just literally doing nothing but cliffhangers. Progress. Here goes a little bit of progress. It's going nowhere. But yeah, let's get into what I really don't like about this series. And that's the main character, Kazuya. I'm mad that he has that name. He should not even have that name. He should not even share that name with a actual goat that's named Kazuya. If you know, you know. From a certain fighting series, I'll say that. But I hate this man with a passion. Mainly because he's so annoying. He's literally, like, he's a simp. But, like, he's worse than a simp. Kazuya goes above and beyond. Like, he's so horrible. So he gets in a breakup. We all know what happens. Mami-chan literally breaks up with him and then he gets sad. And then eventually that goes with him, you know, beaten off eventually. Because, you know, that's what type of character he is. And then he gets a rental service. Goes on a date. And out of nowhere, now he's in love with this girl. Because, you know, he's been going on dates paying for her. He's basically going broke for her. And we could talk about Chizuru too, because it's like at this point, like, dog, you know damn well she's just doing this for the damn money and to like help her acting and shit like that or whatever. But still, that's like, it's not really like an actual point. It's just like one of them things I just think of at times. But yeah, they drive me crazy because like, one, Chizuru works at this rental service. And then Kazuya, this guy that keeps, you know, paying for her and paying for her. Like, they have to know something's up. Especially that they live next door to each other. And you're telling me that these two never knew they lived next door to each other? In real life, you know, sometimes you might not see your neighbors. Like, you might not speak to them and stuff like that. But at the same time, you might see your neighbor one time. And you'd be like, oh, look, I've seen you before from somewhere. You look familiar. But you tell me these two do not know that at all? I'm like, it's not like they literally just moved in. Like, meaning like they moved in like right then and there. Because, you know, there's a certain character that does move into like their complex. But it's like they've both been there for a decent amount of time. And you're telling me that they never saw each other or crossed their paths once until they started doing this rental service thing and he started paying for her. I call BS right there with that. And it's so dumb that like Kazuya and Chizuru try to protect this stupid ass fake relationship because they're too scared to tell their grandparents. And I'm like, no, that is so stupid. Just tell them. Like, you could have just straight up went to your grandma and told her, like, dog, I do not have a girlfriend, instead of wasting your damn time with this fake ass relationship that's literally going nowhere. And it's so dumb because like Kazuya thinks about this girl way too damn much. He wraps his whole life around Chizuru. Even so far that he goes to like her plays to watch her and then he gets so like infatuated, like, oh, her acting was so amazing, even though he's just only paying attention to her. And we all know the notorious chapter that came out like, what, I think it was like a few months ago of, you know, him having a certain dream about Chizuru getting smashed by a certain character and him feeling... Yeah, we all know about that scene, and I'm like, dog, what is wrong with this man? I hate Kazuya. I hate Kazuya with a passion. Like, he ruins the show for me. Like, I can't even enjoy season 2, even though I was going to enjoy it anyway, because, one, I know what happens in the manga, and I've kind of not even enjoyed this show, because it's just, I just hate it, because all these characters suck, because, like, the progress is ass, and Kazuya just ruins everything, and especially the anime version of him is so much worse than the manga version. I don't know what it is. It's just every time I see him on the screen, I'm like, this dumbass. Like, what is wrong with him? Why is he simping this bad? Like, do you have any priorities in life? Like literally his whole, like I said, his whole life is just wrapped around Chizuru. This man is gonna go broke for her. That's why I said she's basically a gotcha game to him. That's basically how this man is. Or I'll just say he's basically paying for Chizuru's OnlyFans. That's the type of person Kazuya is. He's paying for her OnlyFans. But I mean, it's a little bit more deeper than that because they have some fake ass connection through, you know, the grandparents, even though it's like, just tell your damn parents and grandparents that y'all motherfuckers ain't dating. And then like, it's hilarious because like, he's quote unquote dating Ruka, and then like Ruka gets pissed off, and then like you even see in the most recent episode, Mami, whatever her name is, was really like how are you okay with this? If y'all really dating, how are you okay with this man having a rental girlfriend too? And like, it's hella complicated, but like, and then like, it's Chizuru's fault in the first place. All she had to do was cut him off. I think about that every time because I'm like, then none of this happens. They don't got to worry about none of this in a relationship, instead of just thinking just because their two grandparents are literally friends. It's like, no, like, I'll go into the Kazuya shit and why I hate him in a little bit, but let's get into some of another girl. Now, I would be rooting for Ruka, but she's a high school girl. Why? All the other girls are literally in college, and the creator just thought, oh, I need a high school girl. Let me put one in here. No, you did not. Like, Ruka should have been in college like the rest of them. Or at least not been in college, and maybe she could have just been working at the same job with Kazuya. You know, eventually she does. They do have the same job. But the thing about her is, which is hilarious, is she basically falls in love with Kazuya because he causes her heartbeat to go in a certain direction that she's never, you know, been before or whatever. And it's like, dog, go for a jog. Hop on a roller coaster. Do something exciting in your life. Get some excitement in your life. You're telling me you had to have your heartbeat because this man just falls and catches you, and that's what causes you to fall in love, and that's like one of the stupidest things ever. And then that's going to drive her to want to be this girlfriend thing, even like ruin their relationship type of thing. And then if we even talk about Mami-chan, if we talk about her, I know in the manga we get a backstory about her and why she acts the way she is. It's still, I mean, majority of people are not going to like her anyway. I mean, she's the antagonist of the series. She's supposed to be somebody you don't like that. But I mean, in this whole series, I honestly don't like anybody. Sumi might be the only one that's like interesting because one, she's shy and quiet, and we see her at least get a little bit of growth, but I mean, we don't see her as much. And there's another girl I don't want to talk about for some of the people that only, you know, watch the anime. There's another girl that does pop into the story. But why do all these girls in this series really just like go to him when he's actually just a really horrible, like, it's not like he's a horrible person, he's just like a dumb person. Like, he clearly has a lot of problems. Like, yes, he's a super horny ass college student. He should be working on himself instead of doing this rental service, but instead we get 200 plus chapters of him doing all the BS that he does. Like I said, I know a super duper rant over this dumbass show. Like I said, this series, I didn't really go into detail with stuff like that, but still, I hate Kazuya. All he had to do was just like work on himself, focus on college. But I mean, it wouldn't make the series. I mean, I would rather see that than this damn series we got, just saying, in my opinion. But yeah, if you're watching, if you like Rent a Girlfriend, you read the manga, all that, let me know how you feel about it. I know some people have been way too deep in, you know, they're way too damn deep now, so they have to keep continuing to the very end. I'm like, this series is going to continue forever before something actually happens. Like, it's still wild to think about that. It's like, nobody's in a relationship. I don't count that Ruka shit because that's just like a fake one, and Kazuya really doesn't really like her like that. If she was a college student, then that would be different. But yeah, just let me know how y'all feel about Rent a Girlfriend. Like I said, I was rambling just to ramble because I just hate Kazuya. This series sucks. I said, like, there's only two good things about this series. Is one, the covers of each manga volume looks really good. I do like that. And then it also has really good openings, and like the visuals in the opening are usually cool. I give it that. But besides that, I don't care about this trash series. Just know, season 2 ain't gonna be nothing special. If we get to the movie arc, maybe that'll be something special. But then, if this gets to season 3, that's when we'll get that, probably the movie arc or whatever. And that's when this shit becomes hella bland and ain't nothing good at all. But yeah, let me know how y'all feel about Rent a Girlfriend. If you like it, let me know in the comments. If you don't like it, let me know how y'all feel about Kazuya. Because like I said, I hate him. Horrible main character. Probably the worst main character ever made in all of anime. I don't know how you can make a main character this bad, but he's horrible. And if you're watching season 2, let me know how you're liking it so far. If you read the manga, let me know where it's at in the manga. Like I said, I dropped that shit because I could not read it no more. I was not wasting my damn time. If you're new, why not subscribe? If you enjoyed the video, why not like? If you didn't, you could dislike. Subscribe if you really enjoyed. But yeah, I'm done. But thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video though. And I gotta be done with this damn Rent a Girlfriend because I could go on a whole rant. I might make a rant video about this. It's like a super long rant video in the community pool one day though. But yeah, I'll see you in the next video though. Bye.